Very good afternoon to you, everybody. Welcome back to Quarantine Choir. It's 2 o'clock, and it's great to see you. So far, we've got 30 people online, and it's growing, which is fabulous. And huge thanks to everybody who's subscribed over the last few days whilst we've been off. You'll have seen I've put up, despite being off, I've put up a few videos. I thought, it's a bit like when you're on a TV show. We've finished, but we've still got some outtakes and some bits and bobs and so on. So I put together a couple of kind of clip shows which you'll have seen. The Silly Songs video, and I put out a folk video as well. And of course, yesterday I did the Chill Out, Quarantine Choir Chill Out. I called it Relax, It's Quarantine Choir, which I thought might appeal to some people. And if you haven't seen them, do have a little look, particularly the relaxed one, because there's some stuff in there you won't have heard, particularly that beautiful piano accompaniment for Eric Weatherall's My Lag and Love, the extended version of Noyana, and then that beautiful bit of Dvorak from the New World Symphony. All very, very carefully played and kept at a very quiet level, so if it helps you relax, as some people say it does, then enjoy that. We've got lots of lovely people, so I'm just going to say hello to some of my friends. So it's wonderful to see Albert. Hello, Albert. Well, I'm very healthy and fine. I hope everyone else is healthy and fine. We've got Jean, we've got Michael. It's great to have you all back. So I hope you all had a good Easter weekend. Where I was, the weather was glorious, and we had a really nice time. Sunday was slightly fraught with sound issues at the start, but I think we got over it, and in the end we had a fabulous time. I'm going to put out another video of those classical pieces with all the lyrics and without all the talking in between, for those who just want to have a really good sing, and that'll be coming out probably early next week. I'm also working on the Quarantine Chorus video for the Elgar that I promised this week, and I've got 2 more little bits to shoot, and I'll edit that, and that'll probably be out either this afternoon or first thing tomorrow morning, because I want to sing it on Sunday. It's a gorgeous piece called As Torrents in Summer, which some of you will already know. Now today, for those who've just come on stream, and for those who are watching after the fact, a couple of just quick updates about Home Choir. So first of all, as I already said, we are nearly at 2,000 subscribers. I would love it if we could hit that this week. So if you haven't subscribed, please just press that red button. There's no charge to you, it's completely free, and it really helps us. There's a little bell icon next to it as well. If you click that, you'll get a notification every time we go live, every time I post a video, and so you can be some of the first to post. A couple of people are particularly keen to be the first to comment for some reason, so if you want to be first to the new stuff, then subscribe and click notifications. QC Kids, which is our kids broadcast, we're going to change that for the next few weeks, maybe towards the end of May. We might I might pop up again, but I've decided to hand over QC Kids to my very capable family, particularly my daughter Katie, who is a tech whiz and is currently out in the tent in the back garden with that iPad editing the first QC Kids video under new management. She's done a fabulous job, and she's a real natural, so look forward to that. And that won't be a live broadcast, those will be little videos popping up as and when, so yeah, look forward to that. And today, so we're going to be starting in a moment with a warm-up, as we always do. We're going to sing through that beautiful Blow the Wind Southerly and The Ride of the Witch. Now, it occurs to me, if you haven't got the score for Blow the Wind Southerly, I did post it on the last video, but I haven't included it in today. Many apologies. I do have the words up, all right? So the words will be up on here. If you're watching after the fact, I'll put the link to it in the description, okay? And I hope you're all able to see the descriptions. I always put some text in there with a bit more information. And the key today is for the new song, which is called The Ride of the Witch. And there is a full score in there, which I've put together, which is free. Please do go and get that and enjoy it. Again, the words will be up on the screen as we go, but do enjoy that piece when we sing it. And I've said Sunshine in My Heart. We may or may not do that. The Ride of the Witch is quite a dark, fun piece. We'll see how we feel at the end. We might feel slightly witchy and not want to sing a song about sunshine, but let's see, shall we? So lots and lots of people coming along, and lots of lovely people online. Well, I think we should get warmed up. So if I could invite everybody, once you've got your drink of water handy, to stand up for me. That's great. Fabulous. what's this? I've got Friday 10 at 2 of today's songs list. Have I? Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. Well spotted. Thank you, Jane. It's not Friday the 10th of April. Busted. Copying and pasting. What's the day? It's Thursday. See, live broadcasting. What could possibly go wrong? Thursday the 16th. Thank you, Jane. 61st. Right. Thank you. It's Thursday the 16th of April. And we are back. And you can tell. Never knowingly over-prepared, everybody. So, as we're standing here with our feet and shoulders width apart, please, and our knees nice and soft. And of course, if you can't join us in standing, that's absolutely fine. Just make your back nice and straight. Make your neck long. And if you can, bring your back away from the back of the chair and just perch on the edge with your feet flat on the floor. You'll get all the benefits of breathing for singing. Those of you that are standing, just, as I say, plant your feet and feel your weight pressing down into the floor. And just send that weight as far down into the ground as you can, as if you're a tree putting down roots. And what we'll do, as we always do, is just we'll take those nice deep breaths in and out. And just get rid of the events of the last few days, whatever's going on in your world and in your life, whatever's going on out there in the so-called real world. We will just breathe any tension associated with that out. And focus on the fact that for the next hour or so, this is our time. I'm just going to focus on enjoying being together and singing together. So breathe in that lovely feeling of confidence and relaxation that comes with singing with friends, and blow out any stress, any worry, any pressure, any feeling of not feeling good. All right. And just do a few more of those. And if I could invite you all to make your mouth nice and tall as you do this, so that your breath feels cold at the back of your throat, and it feels a bit like a yawn. And as always, if I say the word yawn, half of you are now going, ooh, and the rest of you have now done it because I've done it. So let's all yawn together and have a good old stretch. Okay, nice yawn. And a stretch. That was a real yawn from my point of view. And let's roll the shoulders around, please. That's great. Be gentle with yourselves. Don't go too quickly. So it's supposed to be a nice, smooth motion, and then roll them forwards the other way. And if there are any points where you feel a kind of jerking motion in your shoulder, just be mindful of that, be careful. It's all about trying to be as smooth as possible. That's wonderful. Now bring your shoulders up to your ears, please, everyone, and let them fall. Great. Well done. And we'll just tilt our head over to one side as we do, just so we feel the stretch along the long side. Wonderful. To the middle. And the other side. Again, just feel that stretch. Nothing too strenuous. To the middle. And forwards, please. Lovely. And to the middle. And take a nice deep breath in. And blow it out. That's great. We'll just repeat that exercise. So take your head over gently to one side. And your head to the middle. And the other side. Feel the stretch. And your head to the middle and forwards. Lovely. And to the middle. And just within those three movements, left, right and forwards, just let your head very gently roll around. That's great. Excellent. And we'll just take one nice big tall breath and blow it out. Splendid. That's great. So we'll do a little bit of a warm-up now. So we've done some breathing and got ourselves into a nice position for singing. As I'm always saying, you are both the singer and the instrument, and it's absolutely vital that you are relaxed and that you're feeling confident and happy in yourself. Okay, you can do an awful lot of damage to yourself if you're not ready mentally and physically to start making sound. Okay, so we're going to start on a nice C, in case Marjorie's watching. Alright, and we'll just have a nice hum on that note, everybody. And very nice. Now an ooh, please. And lovely. And now an O for orange, and make this nice and tall with a dropped jaw. And lovely. Now an E again with a tall mouth and a drop jaw. Splendid. And an R. And excellent job, everybody. And we'll have one more, still to R. And great job. Have a little sip of your drink. You may find, as it's been probably a couple of days since you sang last, it may be that you that it takes a little bit longer to warm up. Don't worry about that. Those of you who've been singing with me every day for a month, you know, you're used to singing every day, and suddenly here we are not singing every day. Although now we're back, we will be singing every weekday, and looking forward to that very, very much indeed. Okay, so we got to an F. We're going to go up now to F sharp, and we'll go back to an please everybody. So a nice hum and or great job, everybody. We'll just sit down a little bit there, and we'll just do our little broken chords. So, ma, 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 everybody. Excellent, my turn. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Brilliant. One more, my turn. Ya, ya, ya. Thanks, everyone. Well done. Okay, so let's remind ourselves of this lovely Blow the Wind Southerly. Okay, Kathleen Ferrier sang it very famously, and many of you were talking about it. Did any of you have a chance to listen to her performance? It's just absolutely beautiful. And if you have Spotify, if you have Apple Music or any of those streaming services, you can have a listen to her singing. It's absolutely wonderful. Of course, she's also on YouTube. I have been thinking, what would all these great artists whose music is now free to stream on YouTube and you can watch it anytime, what would they think of all this technology? This ability to just sing to people from my room here in Bristol live, a new tool to watch, and it not to cost anybody anything. You know, phenomenal stuff, isn't it? So I'm just going to get my score, and so if I could ask everybody, if you have your score handy, to please have a look at it, and if you don't, you can use the words here. Let me check, can everyone see them? We're missing a couple of words off there, so I'll just move that across slightly. There we go. That should be a bit better. Apologies if you were just panicking because you couldn't read the first words. Okay, so this is a beautiful, beautiful piece, and I'm just in the process of getting my own score. As I say, never knowingly over-prepared. So this is going back a little bit, going back to Tuesday, April the 7th, oddly enough. Strange that. Right, sheet music here. There we go. Fabulous. So, we're going to sing this piece together. And it's very, very pretty. If you've not sung it before, if you're new to the channel, as I know many people are, as I said, we've got nearly 2,000 people subscribed now. If you're new to the channel, first of all, you're very, very welcome, and everybody's very friendly. And if you've not sung this piece before, well, have a little listen to it. One of the advantages to this system, of course, sorry, I'm trying to do 15 things at once. One of the advantages is that you can pause this and come back to it at any point. So if you just want to listen along and then later on rewind it and sing it with us, then you'll be very welcome. Okay. It goes like this. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow the wind south o'er the bonny blue sea. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow, bonny breeze, my lover to me. They told me last night there were ships in the offing, and I hurried down to the deep rolling sea, and my eye could not see it wherever might be bark that is bearing my lover to me. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow the wind south o'er the bonny blue sea. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow, bonny breeze, my lover to me. I stood by the lighthouse the last time we parted, till darkness came down o'er the deep rolling sea, and no longer I saw the bright bark of my lover. Blow, bonny breeze, and bring him to me. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow the wind south o'er the bonny blue sea. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow, bonny breeze, my lover to me. Oh, is it not sweet to hear the breeze singing, as lightly it comes o'er the deep rolling sea, but sweeter and dearer by far when 'tis bringing the bark of my true love in safety to me. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow the wind south o'er the bonny blue sea. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow, bonny breeze, my lover to me. Well done, everybody. Very, very good. Okay, so if you've not sung that one before, hopefully by the end you got a lovely shape of the tune. And I do just want to sing, in fact we may sing that through one more time, all the way through in a moment, so make sure you've had a drink. Alright, it's quite an intense piece in terms of all these leaps. As I've said, because many of you know I have a side project in the evening called the Self-Isolation Choir, which is going really, really well. We've got 2,000, nearly 800 people paid up and singing along with us. We are about to announce that our soloists, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, but we've got some of the best singers literally in the world. World-class opera singers from the Royal Opera House and from Europe, absolutely amazing musicians. And what I say to them is, if you've got a song that has a wide leap, it normally means high emotion. And of course, this is a very emotive song. The melody follows the shape of the waves, and on Blow the Wind Southerly, you get this leap up, almost as if the wave is coming and then crashing down again. And so it has to have that lovely flow to it, that feeling of flowing water, and still at the heart of it, you know, this fear, this oh, is he going to be safe? You know, is he home? And if he is he going to make it into harbour? So just have all that in mind as you sing. And if you are still standing, and hopefully you are, make sure you get a bit of sway, a bit of give in your knees, so that you can move yourself left and right. Okay, I'm just going to have a sip of my drink. Got lots of lovely people online, 46 at the moment, which is great, some of the highest we've had for the live broadcast, so fabulous to see everybody. Okay, so I think we should slow it down a little bit as well, alright, because that was a bit speedy. We want a nice gentle breeze and a nice gentle sea, and so we will blow out. I was going to say blow the wind southerly. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to blow our breeze away from us. So let's take a nice cold breath in and blow, and we'll keep it lovely and relaxed. Here is your introduction, and don't forget to sway as we go. Deep breath. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow the wind south o'er the bonny blue sea. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow, bonny breeze, my lover to me. They told me last night there were ships in the offing, laughing, and I hurried down to the deep rolling sea, when my eye could not see it, wherever might be it, the bark that is bearing my lover to me. Blow the wind southerly, 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 blow the wind south o'er the bonny blue sea. Blow the wind southerly, 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 blow bonny breeze, my lover to me. I stood by the lighthouse the last time we parted, till darkness came down o'er the deep rolling sea, and no longer I saw the bright bark of my lover. Blow bonny breeze and bring him to me. Everybody, blow the wind southerly, 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 blow the wind south o'er the bonny blue sea. Blow the wind southerly, 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 blow bonny breeze, my lover to me. Oh, is it not sweet to hear the breeze singing, as lightly it comes o'er the deep rolling sea, but sweeter and dearer by far when 'tis bringing the bark of my true love in safety to me. Blow the wind southerly, 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 blow the wind south o'er the bonny blue sea. Blow the wind southerly, 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 blow bonny breeze, my lover to me. Thank you, everybody. Such a lovely tune, a lovely way to welcome us all back after our break. So have a little drink, and I'm just going to have a quick look at the comments. So Breeders here, it's cool, still wanting to be cool and snowy in Toronto. Well, you know, it'll get warm. Don't worry, it'll probably get too warm. Michael, it's very warm in Lancashire. Lovely to see you, Michael. And Sue's here. Hi, Sue. And another Sue, both Sues. And Sheila from Claverham. Hi, Sheila. Val, in all caps. It's so great to be back. It's so great to have you here, Val. I hope you had a lovely birthday over the weekend. Hi, Kath. Jane, thanks for your teaching. I've just managed better breath control during that song. Well, there we are. Thank you. And in all seriousness, all these breath techniques and the breathing control and so on, do please practice those. It's not just for fun, although it is fun. It's also very, very, very good for your health and about maintaining that control over your breathing. If you can breathe from your diaphragm rather than from your shoulders, you will notice a difference in how long you can sing for. It'll help your fitness, and of course at the moment it's all the more important with this awful virus striking the respiratory system. There are exercises that we've been given by the NHS to practice, so do please do them. Fabulous. So lots of lovely people. Hello Shona, lovely to see you as well. Thank you, Lewis. Lewis has given me an emoji. Great singing. Thank you, mate. I really mean that. I really appreciate it. Hello Anne, hello Maggie and Sue. Fabulous. So lots of lovely people online. In fact, nearly 50 people. Great stuff. Well, look, do you know what, folks? We've got 49 people and 25 likes. If you can give me that little blue thumbs up below the image, that would be really helpful. Thank you. Have a sip of your drink, and then we're going to turn to the real business of the day, which is the Ride of the Witch. Now, this is a cracking piece. And if you want to get the words up, well, here are the words. If you want to have the score, you're very, very welcome to have it. As I said, it's a score that I put together some years ago. Now, this work is well and truly out of copyright, and I couldn't find a score. The best I could find was a very grainy picture of the piano part, and so I painstakingly put it into the music scoring system called Sibelius and wrote it out from when I was a teacher, going back now quite a while, and we sang it with one of my choirs, and it's so much fun. It's based on a very, very old poem by Robert Herrick, who is a Renaissance era poet. So he was around from 1560 something to 1630 or so. And it's a very, very dark piece. If you just have a look at the words, let me check that you can all see the words before I move on. We missed just one word at the bottom, called out by the clap of the thunder. There we go. Okay, so the hag is astride this night for to ride, the devil and she together, through thick and through thin, now out and then in, though ne'er so foul be the weather. A thorn or a burr she takes for a spur, with a lash of a bramble she rides now, through brakes and through briars, o'er ditches and mires, she follows the spirit that guides now. So really evocative words, really, really good for, you know, getting that front of your mouth working hard, through brakes and through briars, or ditches and mires. And it does move quite quickly, so you're going to need to spend a bit of time practicing this one. The next verse, no beast for his food dares now range the wood, but hushed in his lair he lies lurking, while mischiefs by these on land and on seas at noon of night are a-working. The storm will arise and trouble the skies this night, and more for the wonder, the ghost from the tomb affrighted shall come, called out by the clap of the thunder. Brilliant, brilliant words. I've been through it, and you might be thinking, this is quite old-fashioned. You didn't see it before I edited it and took out all of the extra E's and the weird spellings, because this is, as I say, quite an old poem. If you've got your score in front of you, you'll see that actually it's in two parts. We're going to learn just one part, and you'll see why in a minute, okay? In fact, I'm going to put this in a more user-friendly key. We're going to sing here. Okay, and so the first line goes, the hag is astride this night for to ride. So ba 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 is the tune. Sing it with me. 1, 2, 3. The hag is astride this night for to ride. Excellent. Make sure that you're opening your mouth nice and tall, on stride and ride to make a nice sound. And then you start, the next line starts on that note, and you sing, the devil and she together. Let's sing that after 3. 1, 2, 3. The devil and she together. Good. Now you notice there's a frown here, and normally when I sing, I'm all about this sort of facial expression. Makes a nice bright sound. We do not want a bright sound. Okay, we want a dark sound in a couple of places. I'm going to ask you to go up into your nose and make it particularly witchy. Okay, so as you sing, try not to be too happy about it. Be happy about singing, but don't be happy about the subject matter. Okay, because it's she's an evil witch in this case. All right. So the next line musically is the same as the first. So it goes. Through thick and through thin, now out and then in, though ne'er so foul be the weather. Let's sing that together. Through thick and through thin. 1, 2, 3. Through thick and through thin, now out and then in, though ne'er so foul be the weather. Okay, and the word foul is your first opportunity to get witchy. Though ne'er so foul be that foul. Let it go up into your nose. It resonate around. Make the kind of sound that normally choral conductors would say, stop, 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 what are you doing? I want that, okay? Let's sing from the beginning. The hag is astride this night for to ride. Lots and lots of lovely words. Ready? 1, 2, 3. The hag is astride this night for to ride. The devil and she together. Through thick and through thin, now out and then in. Though ne'er so foul be the weather. Fabulous, everybody. Well done. There's a little bit of a piano. Okay, it goes on. Then we sing the next part of the song, which is a little trickier. Have a listen to it. A thorn or a burr she takes for a spur. Listen to that again. Alright, I'll sing that slowly. A thorn or a burr she takes for a spur. Because that's the trickiest bit in the whole song. Let's just sing that 3 times in a row, everybody. A thorn, 1, 2, 3. A thorn or a burr she takes for a spur. A thorn or a burr she takes. One more time. A thorn or a burr she takes for a spur. Excellent. And we then sing, with a lash of a bramble she rides now. With me, with a lash of a bramble she rides now. And then at the end, it's the same as the beginning. Through brakes and through briars or ditches and mires, she follows the spirit that guides now. So let's sing that last line, through brakes and through briars. 1, 2, 3. Through brakes and through briars or ditches and mires, she follows the spirit that guides now. Good. And don't hang around on guides now. Get rid of it because you'll see why. All right? There's a very important reason. Now, if you are following along on the score, either now or later on, okay, bear in mind, you can download it, you can put it on your iPad. Please do your best not to print these scores, all right? We're trying to save the planet, and if you can put it on a tablet and read it from that, it's great. And by the way, if anybody's interested, the best score reader by far, it is £10 to buy it on your iPad. I think it's on Android as well, but it's called Forscore, F-O-R-S-C-O-R-E. It is the best score reader. If you can write on the score with your finger, with a pencil, with an Apple Pencil, whatever. You can organise all your music by category. You can label it. It's an OCD freak's absolute dream. It's wonderful. So do consider, don't print these scores if you can possibly help it. Have it on a digital device, all right? But if you are following along on the score, you'll note there are some accents, there are some points where you've got to really hit the music harder. So with a lash of a bramble she rides now. Okay, so when we sing that, with a lash of a bramble she rides now, I want to hear that punch coming through. Let's sing from the beginning to there, and then you'll find that all the music that we've sung just applies to the next verse. There are no differences. There isn't a coda. It is just exactly the same thing twice. All right, so the hag is astride. After 3, 1, 2, 3. The hag is astride this night for to ride. The devil and she together, through thick and through thin, now out and then in. Though ne'er so foul be the weather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A thorn or a burr she takes, with a lash of a bramble she rides now. Through brakes and through briars or ditches and mires, she follows the spirit that guides now. Great stuff, everyone. Great stuff. Now, I'm going to try something. I recorded the piano part in earlier on because it's really fast and I wanted to be able to concentrate on singing with you and not worrying about making mistakes on the piano. So I'm going to play this, if it will let me. I'm going to make sure it's not ridiculously loud. There we are. So it might be quiet to begin with. I'd rather it was quiet than hurt everyone's ears. So let's just check this works. Good, so I can turn that up a little bit. And just check that the voice is muted. Good. Okay, so here we go. This is the accompaniment. So I'm going to sing it. Follow it along. If you're happy to join in with me, do. But it might be better to just have a little listen and join in next time. Okay? So this is the piano accompaniment for The Ride of the Witch. The hag is astride this night for to ride. The devil and she together, through thick and through thin, now out and then in. Though ne'er so foul be the weather, a thorn or a burr she takes for a spur. With a lash of a bramble she rides now. Through brakes and through briars or ditches and mires, she follows the spirit that guides now. There we go. Isn't that dramatic? And it's fast, you notice. The performance direction on the score is allegro con fuoco, which is, say, very fast with fire. Okay? Rather appropriate for a witch or inappropriate depending on your historical perspective. Okay, so we will sing that please together. Now, just be aware, I will bring you in, okay, because it takes a bit of practice to get the very start of this, because it starts on an upbeat and it can throw you slightly, so it goes da 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 da. The hag, okay? So just follow me and all will be well. And then we'll sing the next verse and then I'll reveal the magic trick with this piece, which is that it's actually a canon in disguise. C-A-N-O-N. Right, here we go. From the beginning. Deep breath. The hag is astride this night for to ride. The devil and she together, through thick and through thin, now out and then in. Though ne'er so foul be the weather, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. A thorn or a burr she takes for a spur, with a lash of a bramble she rides now. Through brakes and through briars, or ditches and mires, she follows the spirit that guides now. Great. Now, let's have a sing through the next verse. No beast for his food dares now reach the wood, but hushed in his lair he lies lurking, while mischief by these on land and on seas at noon of night are a-working. The storm will arise and trouble the skies this night, and more for the wonder. The ghost from the tomb affrighted shall come, called out by the clap of the thunder. There we go. Isn't that a great piece? You can hear all the thunder, you can hear the fact that she's riding, that relentless ostinato, fabulous piece. And just say this is by Charles Wood, he of the Proms. All right, so the man who organised the Proms, he was also a prominent composer, and he wrote this piece. All right, it's out of copyright. You can't buy the score, as I've discovered. So do please enjoy this free score. All right, so just a couple of things in that second verse before we sing it all the way through and then reveal the magic of it. So just as before, I want some accents in a few key places. And if you're following on the music, you can see where they are. It's actually, in the first couple of lines, it's on the last word of the line. No beast for his food dares now range the wood, but hushed in his lair he lies lurking, while mischief by these on land and on seas. So on wood and seas, I want a little bit more oomph. And then the storm will arise and trouble the skies this night, and more for the wonder. Obviously, the storm needs to be nice and loud. And then what I always ask the singers to do is to start the line about the ghost quietly. The ghost from the tomb affrighted shall come. Nice and loud as you get towards the end. And the last line, called out by the clap of the thunder. Lots and lots of fire there. And the last two notes accented. All right? So let's go right the way back to the beginning. And we'll sing all the way through. Have a little sip of your drink. And then we'll see if my bold experiment's going to work. I recorded myself in earlier on, and we'll see if this works. Because it's great fun. And those of you in my, I don't want to call them real choirs. I've been saying this to people. They said, well, what about when you're back in front of your real choirs? I said, this choir that I'm in front of right now is as real as any choir that I've ever worked with. It's bigger than any choir I've ever worked with. And it is as valid and as important or as any other project I've ever done. So it's not real. Should we say live action, I suppose. When you're back standing amongst other people. We'll be doing this with the Larks, we'll be doing this with the Good Afternoon Choirs, because this is a great piece. All right, so back to the very beginning. Let's have some fun. I've lost my score. Where has it gone? There we are. And just seeing a couple of people talk about how good this is for your words. It really is. You've got to hold these words right at the front of your mouth, okay? You can't sing the microphone. The hag is astride, dear boy. This night for to ride. The hag is astride this night for to ride. Show me your teeth, okay? Lots and lots of teeth and a frown. From the very beginning, everybody. Here we go. The hag is astride this night for to ride. The devil and she together, through thick and through thin, now out and then in. Though ne'er so foul be the weather. Deep breath. A thorn or a burr she takes for a spur, with a lash of a bramble she rides now. Through brakes and through briars or ditches and mires, she follows the spirit that guides now. 1 and 2. No beast for his food dares now range the wood, but hushed in his lair he lies lurking, while mischief by these on land and on seas at noon of night are a-working. 1 and part 2. And the storm will arise and trouble the skies this night, and more for the wonder. The ghost from the tomb affrighted shall come, called out by the clap of the thunder. There we are. Great stuff. Well done, everybody. Isn't that a fun piece? It's really good fun. And it's about to get even more fun because, as I said, this is a canon. And for those of you who are still in the journey of learning about music and learning about musical terms, a canon is a piece where one part comes in playing a tune and then another part comes in playing exactly the same tune but just slightly removed. Okay, think of a round but longer. Pachelbel's famous canon has that. What key are we in? It's because I've changed the key for it. That'd be why. So we get the. We then get that part played again with another part played below, another part, and so on. So in this case, we start one bar apart. So the first part goes one and the hag is astride, and then the next part comes in, the hag is astride, and it stays one bar apart. And it really works. It's a really exciting piece of writing. Now, I recorded myself singing both parts in earlier on, and I listened to it and I thought it sounded acceptable, but that was this morning. Let's hope it's still acceptable. So have a listen to it. Don't worry about singing it just yet, because you're going to have an opportunity to decide whether or not you're going to sing with Ben, who's coming in first, or Ben, who's coming the second time, as my wife would say, thing 1 or thing 2. All right, so let's enjoy. Here we go. The hag is astride, the hag is astride, the devil and she, too thick and too thin, now out and the near. The mares of foul be the weather. A thorn or a bird she takes, with the lash of a bramble she writes now. Breaks unto bars or ditches and bars. She follows the spirits that guides now. Verse 2. No beast for his food, dares now is the wood, but hushed in his lair, he lies while mischief by these on land and on sea, at noon of night are working. The storm will arise and trouble will arise this night, and more for the wonder. From his tomb of frightened shall come, called out by the clap of the thunder. Okay, so that's how that almost should sound. I realised as I was listening along to it that, and I'll share this with you, I've known this piece now for 30 years. No, gosh, 33 years this year. My wonderful music teacher, I've mentioned him many times on the channel, an absolutely phenomenal musician and wonderful human being called Bob Norris, for whom I named our son. And I wouldn't be a musician without you, Mr. Norris, if you're out there at all. He's a phenomenal chap. He taught us this piece, and this is one of the pieces we had to learn it off by heart. And if you've ever been in a choir and the choir master has said you are going to sing this off by heart, that puts a huge amount of pressure on you. So I learned it and we sang it all around, but we learned it wrong. And so the words at the end, I sang something, the ghost from his tomb affrighted shall come, but of course it's the ghost from the tomb affrighted shall come. Okay, so just be careful. And there's also one little bit that I sang wrong when I recorded it, because I had it up here rather than was reading it from the score. So it's just this night and more for the wonder. So when you listen to the recording and you listen back, you go, you got it wrong. That's because I remembered it from 30 years ago and didn't have the score in front of me. So, excuses. I know. Paul Workman and all that. So now look, let's have a little sing through. And you have a choice now. You can sing with live me, or you can sing with the recording. And I'm actually going to mute the first part and just have, hang on, I'm just going to lean around here. There we go. So I'm going to mute the first part that comes in. So I'll sing that one live, but I'll put the second part that comes in a bar later. I'll leave that one playing. All right. So I'll start, and then you'll hear my voice coming in again. You can decide which part you sing. And one of the lovely things about all this, of course, is when it's up later on, you can come back to this and you can sing along with the other part. And I sincerely mean this. Those of you who are learning to sing in harmony, who are still gathering your confidence about singing in harmony, this is a really good song to practice with, particularly with headphones. Just get used to the sound of singing your part whilst another part is a bar ahead. It's really good practice. It's really good skill building, so that when you sing for real with, I say for real, I keep saying when you sing with other people in the same room, you won't have that anxiety of can I do it, because you know you'll be able to. All right, everyone. So have a quick sip of your drink before we carry on, and we will sing all the way through. First time ever, and this is the first time I've heard this in the best part of a decade. And so I'm really looking forward to performing it with you. I hope you're all enjoying it. I haven't had to look at the comments recently. Let's have a look. People saying, very nice, that was great, good, good, good. Think the basses can keep up, yep. Good, I think so. Fabulous. You must end up between the men. Oh, lucky you, Nelly. That's a good one. I like that. Oh dear. Right, so let us please enjoy, if I can get that back, The Ride of the Witch, the Quarantine Choir Edition 2020. Okay, here we go, everyone. So sing with me if you want to, or you can sing with the second Ben who'll be in a bar later. Here we go. Oh, that was weird. I think that's my phone. Sorry about that. Yeah, someone's trying to text me, but I've turned it off. Good. Right, here we go. And...
The hag is astride this night for to ride, the devil and she together, through thick and through thin, now out and then in, though ne'er so foul be the weather, a thorn or a burr she takes for a spur, with a lash of a bramble she rides now, through brakes and through briars or ditches and mars, she follows the spirit that guides now.
Ready?
No beast for his food dares now reach the wood, but hushed in his lair he lies lurking, while mischief by these by land and seas, at noon of night hour working. Deep breath. The storm will arise and trouble the skies this night, and more for the wonder. The ghost from his tomb affrighted shall come, called out by the clap of the thunder.
Great stuff. How was that, folks? Good, good, good. Well, I am going to do a special video for that one, I think. It's such a good piece. The opportunities for pulling silly faces and making a fun dramatic video about that. I think look out for that one in the next week or so. Now I've got the backing track, I'll just I'll do one of my silly videos. Well done. Round of applause, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that one. Slightly more energetic than our usual ones. So now I have sunshine in my heart to finish, but I'm not feeling sunshine in my heart today. I'm feeling a bit of the Eriskay love lilt instead. I think we started with gentle. We had a good old ride through the countryside with the witch, and so I think we should finish with something gentle for today. Okay, I do have another love lilt for you. That'll be up next week. There's a series of them. In fact, the Eriskay is the best known, but there are another, I think, 2 or 3. And so for that, again, I'll be able to share the sheet music with you. If you don't know this one, then listen along. You'll pick it up in no time. It's a very, very pretty tune, very beautiful song. It's actually the second piece we ever did on the channel. So you can go back, and if you're new to the channel, there's quite a lot of material up now. You can go right the way back to the beginning and just follow it through and see how things have changed. They have changed a fair bit. Tell you what, this shirt didn't used to fit half as well, so clearly something's going right. How are we doing with the comments before we sing this lovely song? Are people enjoying? So, Sue sang the second part. Second Ben's Rock, absolutely. And Dylan's here. Hello, Dylan. That was fun. You all right, Heather? I think Heather might be having a little bit of a keyboard malfunction. Great stuff. I'm glad everyone's having fun. Brilliant. Well, we'll sing this lovely Erskine Love lilt, and then I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I've got another lovely piece for you. In fact, we're going to sing that beautiful Going Home melody. I've been promising you it in Japanese. Well, my mother-in-law, who is Japanese, she has been busy. She has rewritten the song in Japanese for us. It's a custom translation. It's lovely. If you've never sung in Japanese before, I'm going to have it phonetic. Don't worry, I'm not going to expect you to read the characters. It'll be in what's called Romaji, which is written out using English characters or Roman characters. So that's tomorrow. Sunday morning, 11 o'clock, we're going to be singing some lovely music. We'll sing Wade in the Water. We'll sing Down in the River to Pray. I want to do a slightly lighter Sunday after that classical extravaganza last weekend, but we will sing Elgar's As Torrents in Summer, which is going to be the quarantine chorus for this piece. Might be out this afternoon, more likely out tomorrow morning, so look out for that one. That'll be a standalone video, split up as always in soprano, alto, tenor, bass, with a performance track at the end of myself multi-tracked, and it sounds rather nice. And just to say one more time to those people who've been kind enough to send some donations to the channel, we really do appreciate it. There's no need to pay us for any of this. It's all free and will stay free. But for those of you that want to send us a tip, we do appreciate it. And if you'd like to do that, there's a link in the description of this video. But as I say, there is no obligation to. This is all free, and hope you enjoy it. And tell people about it. I want to get to 2,000 subscribers this week if possible, because then you'll officially be the largest group I've ever worked with, aside from the Colston Hall full of children, which I have conducted on a few times. But you're a lot easier to deal with than 2,000 school children for the most part. Glyn's not here, is he? No, good. Okay, so here we go. So the Erskine Love lilt. No, there's no score for this one. There wasn't one in the original. We've learnt this one by ear. Okay, so well, let's sing it and enjoy it. If you don't know it, as I say, you can always rewind it and come back to it. It's a beautiful piece. Here we go.
Fermi orfano, fermi orfani, fermi sad am I without thee. One more time. Fermi orfano, fermi orfani, fermi sad am I without thee. When I'm lonely, dear white heart, black the night or wild the sea, by love's light my foot finds the old pathway to thee. Fermi orfano, fermi orfani, fermi sad am I without thee.
Now with lots of feeling.
Thou'rt the music of my heart, harp of joy, O Crut Mocrith, moon of guidance by night, strength and light thou'rt to me. Fermi orfano, fermi orfani, fermi sad am I without thee.
Thank you, everybody. Isn't that a gorgeous piece? And I wanted just particularly to dedicate that to my Thursday groups. I've got lots of you on today. So this is dedicated to my lovely friends in the Good Afternoon Choir of Thornbury. Normally we've been in the last 5 minutes of rehearsal by now. And it feels very, very strange. It's the longest I've gone without a Good Afternoon Choir rehearsal in 4 years. And so I miss you all very, very much. I hope you're all keeping very well. And another big, big thank you and a hello to my lovely friends in the Larks Community Choir, who are my Thursday evening group in Chepstow. Again, missing you all. It's just so lovely to have all of you here, or as many of you here as can be here. If those of you in those two choirs, if you know of people that that aren't on this channel yet, that don't know about it, can you let them know about it? All right, this is why I've put this all together. One of my Bristol choristers, a lovely lady called Maureen, is blind, and she hasn't been able to access the channel. So I rang her up yesterday and talked her through how to get online. And if you think tech support face to face is difficult, you haven't tried giving tech support to a blind lady in her, I'm going to say 60s. From down the phone, but you know, I think we've done it, so she can get online. So if she can, everybody can. Tell everyone about this choir. It is free. I just want to have as many people here as possible. So everyone, thank you for this afternoon. It's so lovely to see you back. We've had over 50 viewers live, and we'll get hundreds more by the end of the day. So thank you for that. I'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Do please, if you've got people who normally tune in for QC Kids, do let them know that from next week we're not going to be doing live broadcasts. That was just that was my revelation about last week, when I didn't have anything on in the morning, and it just meant I was so much more relaxed and so much easier to be around, I suppose, from my family's point of view. They said as much. So I've handed control of QC Kids to my very, very capable daughter Katie, and you'll be seeing a lot more of her. She is a real tech whiz, and as I say, she's the young face of the future, so do look out for that. In the meantime, everybody, do have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow.